Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I've been pretty busy these days, so I really haven't gotten a chance to make any new videos. But today I'm going to quickly talk about the data extract from Fusion by using the OIC. Essentially, we're going to use a BI publish report to extract data, but there are two options. The option one is what we normally go for, which is to use the run report operation provided by the ERP integration service to trigger to call the BI publish report, and then we decode the base 64 encoded data, and then we use the stage file to read the data, okay, and give the data to the response of this integration. So this is synchronized integration. It's got a limit, which is 5 minutes, equivalent to 300 seconds. What it means is that if this report takes longer than 5 minutes to run, either due to the performance or the volume of the data, it's going to fail. So to get around this limitation, we have another option, which is option 2. This is asynchronized solution. So in this option, we have two integrations. Integration A. In this integration, we're going to use the export bulk data provided by the ERP integration service to run the ESS job. So in this option, we're going to have to create an ESS job, which is associated with the BI publish report. And by running this integration, a ESS job is to be triggered in the Oracle Fusion. Okay, so let's say, for example, it takes 10 minutes to run, and to be able to receive the information that this job completes, we gotta create another integration, which is integration B. So this is a callback integration. In this callback integration, we need to download the document from the UCM, which includes the logs and the report output. And by the way, this is going to be a zip file, so we need to unzip the data. Finally, it's up to the requirements. Maybe we want to save it to somewhere else, to the SFTP server, or send the report output via, to someone via the email notification. Okay, so the option one is that suppose you have already been familiar with this, how to do this. Today I'm going to focus on the option 2. Okay, so let's go to the Oracle integration to have a look. So now I'm in Oracle Integration Cloud, and this is integration A. It's quite simple, okay? So let's have a look at the trigger. In this example, the trigger, I don't have a request payload. I've only got the response payload. So the response is, there's only one field, status. So what I want to do is I want to trigger the ESS job. Okay, so let's see. Go for the you need to go for the first option, query create blah 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 blah, and then choose the services, ERP integration service, and then choose the export bulk data. Okay, and then let's check the map. There are a couple of options here, so let's have a look. The job name, you need to pass in the job name. Okay, so this is your ESS job name. The other one is the job. The next one is the job options. Make sure this is enable event the value of this is yes, so that when we use a callback integration, we can capture the callback. And the third one is a notification code, which is this one. I'm using 300. Okay, you can refer to the documentation what it actually means. So 300, it means that in any case, I need to get a notification. It fails or it's successful, I get a notification. I get everything. Okay, so it's quite simple, this integration. And then we go to the integration B. And now I'm in the integration B. And first of all, we need to have the trigger, a proper trigger. So to be able to create a trigger here, you need to have the Oracle ERP Cloud connection. To use that connection to create this trigger. And let's have a look. So there are three options here for the FBDI import. Suppose you have already done that and are familiar with that. We actually, if it's FBDI, the callback for the FBDI, we need to go for this option, okay? And now we need to go for the first option. This is for the business event, and then from the list of the values for all the business events, we need to choose the one we need, which is this one, the ERP integration outbound event, okay? So have a look at this. The first step is to create a trigger and choose the business event and then choose the outbound event, okay? And then after the creation of the trigger, the first thing actually is to have a look at the structure of the callback information. So we can have a look from here. So this is the structure of the callback. It's very similar to the callback of the FBDI. There's a document ID here, which we can utilize to download information, all the information from the UCM. So that's why I have assigned a variable here. I've created a variable and assigned the document ID to this variable, because later on in this integration, I don't want to grab the drag and drop every time from the left hand side to drag this one into somewhere else. I just wanted to use the variable consistently. Okay, so that's why. And there's also something called the job name. Okay, so here's the thing. Let's say we have multiple ESS jobs, and each of them has been associated with a BI publisher report. So this integration, this callback, they can receive multiple, they can be triggered multiple times. Okay, for different ESS jobs. So I don't know which one this is for. Okay, so that's why I've created a switch here. This is to capture the information only for this job. And then the next step is to download. And again, this is from the ERP integration service. There's a get document for document ID. There are actually some other options. Get document for file prefix, something like that. You can have a try and see which one actually best works for you. Okay, so here I'm using because I have got a document ID, so that's why I'm using this one. Since this is a zip file, so we need to unzip this document. Okay, so that's why I'm using the stage file to unzip the data. So have a look at the structure from the download, the response of the download. We've got a file name and a document name and stuff like that, and there's something called content. So what exactly is this? This is actually a file reference. Okay, so we can move this one into the file reference here, and the action is unzip file. So by doing this, we can unzip the data. The name of the directory. So what I prefer doing is that I want to use the instance ID as the name of the directory. Okay. So after the creation of the stage file, we should be able to view the data structure. So that's actually the first thing we do each time we have created something to check the structure of the data. So let's see the unzip. So obviously, this is a list of the files, right? It's multiple files. It could be multiple files, and for each file, it's got a file reference and its file name and a file type. Okay, so in my case here, the zip file actually has got two files. The one is the report output, which is in the form of XML. The other one is a log file. So let's say suppose the requirement is to send the report output to myself via the email notification. Okay, so that's why I need to capture the output. So that's why there's a for each, and in this for each, I'm saying the file type as long as it's XML. Okay, and then I know it's a report output. And now here I'm sending the file the report output to myself via the notification. Okay, so here's the configuration of the notification, and it's very easy. There's nothing that I need to put in here for the test purposes. The only thing that I want to test is the attachment to send this file report output as attachment. So attachment here, we need to put the file reference here. So in this loop, we've already got the file reference. Just drag the file reference from the left hand side to the right hand side, and then it's all good. And then save this integration, and then we're good to go. And now I'm showing you the test email, the notification. Okay, so this is my email, the email that I have received, and let's have a look at the data. And so this is a report output in the form of XML. Okay. So today I have walked you through the option 2. So we have looked at the integration A and integration B. The first integration is to run the ESS job and then trigger the BI publisher. And the second integration is a callback integration to download the information from UCM and then unzip the data. Okay. Now I hope you are happy with this session. I'll see you next time.